Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. This is the FH5 Update 17, the JDM update. It includes 4 new cars for FH5, a ton of new Event Lab stuff that seriously blew my mind when I saw it, some new customization stuff, and we've got a little sneak peek for the FH5 Update 18. We're gonna talk about everything in today's video, so sit back, relax. This is gonna be a cool one. Real quick though, before we get into the Forza Horizon 5 stuff, if you missed it yesterday, I uploaded a video featuring the new Forza Motorsport game that's set to come out later this year. We got some brand new gameplay, saw some brand new cars, some new tracks. I am seriously so hyped for the next Forza Motorsport game. If you missed that video, I will link to it in the description down below. Watch it after this one because that game looks so good and I seriously can't wait for it. So without further ado, let's jump into the brand new cars for Forza Horizon 5 and let's start it off with this. Yes, it is finally coming. The Nissan Z is finally here. I spoke about it way back in December when the developers first teased it, but it is finally coming out next Thursday. All you have to do is get 20 points in the festival playlist, so it should take you all of like 10-15 minutes to unlock. If you need any help, I'll be uploading a video next Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and be out on the lookout for that. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, we don't actually know if this thing's gonna have any sort of body kits, customization, or anything like that. I would imagine there's gonna be a little bit of stuff, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna have to go back to the old Top Gear ways and go, yes! That body kit's amazing. And, oh, I really wish it had a body kit. Perfect. The Nissan Z is a super highly requested car. People have been asking for this thing ever since the prototype version was first shown off a couple of years ago now, so I'm super excited to jump into it, see if it's any good. It's probably not going to be OP to take online, but regardless, I'm so happy the Nissan Z is coming. Anyways, before we jump into the next car, you might have heard the recent news that Xbox has a goal by 2030 to be carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste. They want to be sustainable and like environmentally friendly, which is why they've resorted to recycling more cars from older Forza games. Like this Toyota MR2. Anyways, you can unlock the little Toyota MR2 GT by getting 20 points in the autumn season. You'll probably recognize this car though because it's been in pretty much every single other Forza game. It's been in Horizon 2 and Horizon 4 and Motorsport 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Real talk though, I know the Toyota MR2 has like a cult following. I'm actually really excited to see this car come back for Forza Horizon 5. It's an awesome little car, and it should be fun to just drive around. On the topic of recycling, this is the Mitsubishi Galant, which, yes, you probably recognize from some previous Forza games as well. Specifically, Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4, Motorsport 4, 6, and 7. You can unlock this thing by getting 20 points in the winter season, but this thing's actually a little bit different and spicy. For those of you who don't know, the Mitsubishi Galant has actually already been in Forza Horizon 5 since day one. It has been a traffic car roaming the streets of Mexico for a year and a half. But come next month, you can unlock it and add it to your own garage, which is awesome because I would love to see the developers do this for more of the traffic cars, specifically the Mazda Speed 3 and the Volkswagen Bora. The Mazda we haven't had in a Horizon game since Horizon 3, and the Volkswagen Bora, we haven't technically been able to drive that, I think, in any Forza game. Real talk though, the little Mitsubishi Galant is an awesome car. It's got a ton of Forza Horizon 5 customization. It's got a little 2-liter straight 4 turbo engine that puts out nearly 250 horsepower. It's just a really fun little car, and if it's a sign for what's to come in the future, Mazda Speed 3, VW Bora, please, devs. Thank you. Anyways, off to our 4th and final car for this month. For 20 points in the spring, you can unlock this, the Toyota Sports 800. Now, you're probably saying, I have no idea what that is. Well, you have to thank this car. If you're a fan of the Supra, the Celica, the A86, the MR2, any popular sports car that Toyota makes, You have it because of this thing. The Toyota Sports 800 was Toyota's first ever sports car that they debuted back in the 1960s after Honda debuted theirs and Datsun debuted their sports cars. Toyota was like, we gotta make our own. So that's when this thing came out. They are super, super rare. Only 3,000 of them were made for the entire world. Even more rare than that, if you can find a left-hand drive one, there are only 300 of those in the entire world. And who knows how many of them still exist today. Now, although it is a sports car, technically, it isn't actually that fast. Its top speed was 100 miles an hour. That's providing you were going down a hill with the wind pushing you along. It's not a fast car. It had a sub 1 liter engine. It was like a 700 or 800 cc engine, which is basically smaller than some motorbikes nowadays. Anyways, awesome little car with an amazing story behind it. Look out for that in the final week of the JDM update. So those are the 4 new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 in the JDM update. That is not all though, because the devs were also like, okay, JDM, what else can we add that's like JDM? They decided to add in 23 new wheel designs from JDM companies like Graham, Advan, Enki, and 5zig and GoZig, and however you pronounce it. Really awesome wheels in there. I cannot wait to add those onto some of my cars as well. Again, though, that's not all with the JDM-ness of this update. The devs were again like, okay, what do people in Japan actually do with their cars? Car meets, yes. And that's why the Event Lab is getting 57 new props. They actually sent me over this video showcasing some of the new props, all focused on building your own car meet location. There is a ton of super cool stuff in here. There's floors that snap together. There's barriers that snap together. There are fuel stations and electric plug-in locations that you can now add into your Event Lab maps so you can host the perfect JDM car meet. I love that. Honestly, you have to give a massive props to the developers because they went deep. They were like, what do people actually want in a JDM update? And one of the biggest things right now is those car meet locations. And now you can build your very own custom one. I cannot wait to see what the community does with these in a month or 2 months from now. It's gonna be insane. Seriously, the Event Lab continues to impress every single month. It gets updated. It keeps getting better. The additional props just mean people have more freedom to build cooler and cooler things. And honestly, one of the only things I think it's missing right now is just like a group and copy paste feature. So you could group a ton of props together and then just paste those props again. Like if you're designing a building, group the whole building together with a certain button on your controller, and then copy and paste that building somewhere else on your map so you can save time. That'd be awesome. And last but not least, the developers also teased the Update 18, which is a Horizon Wilds takeover. They said the stunt park is going to be coming back, but going to be getting remixed, so it's actually going to be a new stunt park, and there's going to be some new cars coming to the game. Hopefully when they say new cars, they mean more than just 2, but I guess we'll have to see. One of the other things that the developers didn't mention during this live stream was that some of the key developers behind Forza Horizon 5 who've recently left the company, it's not really something you'd expect them to talk about, but it might have some pretty big implications. Let me read you out some of their names and explain why this is kind of a big deal. Mike Brown, he was like the big boss at Playground Games for Forza Horizon 5. Tom Butcher, an awesome dude. He was the executive producer and the dodgy used car dealer. Fraser Strachan, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. He was an audio director over at Playground Games. Ben Penrose, an awesome dude again. I worked with him on a live stream for Forza Horizon 3. He was an art director over there. Gareth Harwood, he was the chief technology officer. All 5 of those guys have recently left Playground Games, where they started their new open world studio called Maverick Games. We don't yet know what they're going to be working on, but those are some pretty big names to be leaving Playground Games. Again, at the time of recording this video, we don't yet know who is going to be filling those positions, because those are some pretty big positions to fill. Replacing a guy like Mike Brown, for example, when he's the big boss over at Playground Games, when somebody new goes in there, we could see the franchise moving in some different directions. We don't know just yet. Spoiler alert, the developers are already hard at work on a Forza Horizon 6 behind the scenes, and getting some new big names into the studio might mean Forza Horizon 6 goes in some different directions. We don't know just yet. We will have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, though. Do you like this update? I find it pretty good. Let me know what you think, though. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon with some more FH5. See you next Thursday for the Nissan 400Z. See you then. Bye.